Hey everybody, welcome back to WoW Classic TBC and our Human Mage playthrough. Last time we completed a Dead Mines run that was very successful, and we also picked up a letter. Here it is. Searching Edwin Van Cleef's person, you discover, among other things, an unusual or unsent letter. It is addressed to Baron Alexton, the city architect of Stormwind, City Hall, Cathedral Square. It appears to be recently written and sealed. So yeah, we're going to start off here in Stormwind today. And we're going to go turn this in and see what it turns into. And I think after that, I'm actually going to take us all the way out to Redridge. We have a follow-up quest there that I want to get done, and that I believe is going to lead to a quest in the Dead Mines. That, you know, if we were really smart and trying to be super efficient, we probably could have got all this stuff done at once. But that's okay. We do still have a few loose ends to tie up in Westfall as well as far as questing goes. We have a Murloc quest to finish, and just a named Murloc. So a couple of things we can still do there, but I feel like heading out to Redridge, getting the flight point, and getting the breadcrumb for the Westfall chain is probably a good idea. This right here, speaking of fortitude, what is this about? Go to the Royal Library, speak with Milton Sheaf. Okay. I'm giving a speech on the fortitude of the spirit. I'd like to recite passages from a particular book on metallurgy, the stresses of iron. A copy of this book should be in the Royal Library within Stormwind Keep. Can you retrieve it for me? If so, then may the blessing of light go with you. The Royal Library is very large, but the head librarian, Milton Sheaf, knows each shelf like it was his own son. Light bless you. We don't always know our children that as well as we think we do. That is a fact. Okay, so over here is City Hall. I guess we're going to start off with a few things here in Stormwind. I hope you guys don't mind.
Hey there.
Edwin Van Cleef, you say? I would as much expect a letter from my dead grandmother. So you've killed him, then? Pardon me in saying, but I'm somewhat surprised. He was a peerless fighter in his younger years. Let's see what he finds the need to write to me about after so many years. Barros peruses the letter. Edwin, I see the years haven't changed you a bit. An idealist as ever, and a romantic. He doesn't care who he hurts. Revenge has consumed him, but then I'm not sure I can blame him. Van Cleef and I were members of the Stonemasons Guild. Our main project was to rebuild Stormwind after the war. When we'd finished our duties, we were cheated. The nobles refused to pay us for our work. Some of the more senior of the stonemasons were offered governmental jobs, but Van Cleef refused out of loyalty to the stonemasons. He led a riot and left the city, swearing revenge. His lieutenant, Basil Thread, might know more about Van Cleef's plans. He's being held prisoner in the Stockades.
See you later.
Alright, so a Stockades quest. Which maybe we can do soon. Let's try to get back into the library. See if we can find the book this guy was talking about. We could probably cross over here would be the best way. Into the water with us. Oh dear. Is there an easy way out of the canals? Probably not. So don't blink in cities, yeah. And if you're gonna blink in cities, be better at aiming your character than I am. Are we gonna be able to jump out onto this dock? Yes, okay. Let's try to get Robert versus the Bridge, Part 2. I think we just go straight ahead and we go back into the keep here. I don't go into the keep very often, so... Oh, we have a quest over here complete as well. Let's stop by and turn this one in really quick. Can we go through here? Yes, we can. Okay, that's exactly where we want to be.
What's on your mind?
Did you find any sign of my brother? Is there any hope after all this time? He was an undead that we found deep in the mines, not in the dungeon itself, but before you go through the portal. My suspicions were correct, my poor brother. Well, thank you for bringing me some conclusion to this mystery, even if the conclusion was grim.
See you soon.
It's World of Warcraft. The conclusion to missing loved ones is unfortunately always really grim and awful. Rarely ever are people united in a happy fashion. I am kind of speccing single target Frost for now. I think I'm going to hold off on trying any AoE shenanigans until we have our mount at least. I might go back and get improved Frostbolt after we put a couple more points into Piercing Ice. I'd love to have more Ice Shards for Critical Strike. That would be awesome. A lot of really good talents in the Frost Tree, in my opinion.
You need something?
Metallurgy? Yes, I have many books on the subject and are happy to aid brother and am happy? We have many books on the subject and are happy to aid Brother Christoph with his speech. Now, which particular book was the good brother needing? Stresses of Iron? Yes, I know the book. Quite a good one, written by the dwarven miner Margolf Blagan a few decades ago. He spent most of his time deep in the mountains of Khazmadan digging ore. Smart fellow. But where was I? Oh yes, the Stresses of Iron. I'm afraid the book was moved to the Northshire Abbey. The caretaker of the Abbey's library, Brother Paxton, wanted to make a copy of the book for his own shelves. But that was months ago. I wonder why it's taking him so long. I think we should follow up on this. I feel like it's probably going to chain into something important at some point. Either lore-wise or maybe into a dungeon or something like that. And maybe we can stop by Northshire Abbey as we kind of venture off to the east to head towards Redridge. That is kind of the plan right now. Everyone in the queue for Stockade is a little bit of a higher level, so let's take a look here and let's see if we can check out what level the gear is. Stockades. The gear is level 22, so yeah, I guess we can actually do this at any point in time that we want. I think I'm going to set my Hearthstone here for now. I think that would be okay.
King's honor, friend.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying the mage more and more as we play, and I've been devoting most of my time to it actually. And that also has been enjoyable, just kind of being able to focus on it and do things like work on the tailoring and things of that nature to really get more attached to the character that way. Since I've been spending some additional time on it with the tailoring. Feels good to have it at a level that we can actually benefit from it. In one more level, we'll be able to equip the Lesser Wizard's Robes, which are going to be a bit of an upgrade over what we currently have. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see here. Yeah, we might as well go to Northshire, make a little pit stop on the way, and then we have a pretty long run. We also have a quest we can pick up at the Tower of Azora. Let's go off-road here. That's going to save us some time. I think I've done this little chain once before. I don't remember what character it would have been on, but what I don't remember is also where it leads into. It could just be one of those things that you run around, you do a bunch of stuff, talk to a bunch of people, and then it dead ends. That is always a possibility. It's weird, but this is kind of the first time I've ran up to the Abbey and noticed that it has doors that are opened. I don't know why I've never really noticed that before. Huh. Interesting. Alright, where is this guy gonna be at? Oh, just back here hanging out.
What can I do for you?
Mr. Chief is wondering where his book is? Well, that is a tad embarrassing. I have the book, but I'm still making my copy, and I'm not quite ready to give the original up. I've been meaning to finish my copy of The Stresses of Iron, but, well, you see, I make my own ink for books I copy. It's my own recipe, it doesn't run or smear, and it dries very quickly. Unfortunately, it dries too quickly. My last batch dried before I could finish copying, and I haven't had the chance to make more ink. To make more, I need Rethban iron ore from Redridge Mountains. Foreman Oslo in Lakeshire is my usual supplier. Okay, hey, that's perfect, because that's exactly where we're going. And then I guess at some point we will have to report back to him. I wonder if we can, like, no, I think the mountains are gonna pen us in. I think we have to go out through the gateway. I don't think there's any way to get through the mountains, so to speak. We could definitely take a little bit of a scenic route as we head out here. Shouldn't be much out here that can cause any kinds of real problems for us at this level. Even, you know, entire packs of wolves, we can probably just freeze them all in place and get away. Let's stop by the tower here and just pick up whatever this quest is. Take the glyph of Azora to the lion statue. I think eventually we get a breadcrumb, like we pick up an item that leads us to this guy. I wonder how that's gonna work if we already have picked up his actual quest. We are gonna find out at some point. My rival Morganth is a vicious mage of great power who lives in the Tower of Ilgalar in Redridge. I have developed a means of spying on him, the Eye of Azora, and now can view him from afar. But to study his thoughts, I require further aid. If you are willing to take my glyph of Azora to the Tower of Ilgalar, place it upon the lion statue near the tower. When this is done, the power of Azora will grant visions of Morganth's future plans. I think we're gonna get a quest to kill Morganth at some point. I don't know if it comes from him or from an NPC in Redridge. Alright, back on the road we go. I always forget how low a lot of the flights have to go because there was a time when they really didn't want people viewing the areas from the air because parts of them as seen from that view would have been unfinished. So you'll see the flight paths follow the road, and a lot of times they're only flying like 10 to 15 feet off the ground. Alright, well here we are. Welcome to the Redridge Mountains. We are definitely going to pick up these quests as we head into the zone.
What can I do?
Guard Parker here has encroaching gnolls. Hail Mage, I am charged to patrol this stretch of road. Although the road is safe for now, I've seen gnoll encampments to the north and east of here. Lakeshire must know of the gathering gnoll force. Report to Deputy Feldrin in Lakeshire and tell him of the gnolls. Do this, and I'm sure Feldin will offer you a scout's wage.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, a scout's wage doesn't sound like a lot, but it's better than nothing. Red Ridge is also one of my favorite zones. It's funny, a lot of my favorite zones are actually Alliance zones. That's it, I don't know, I guess it's not funny. I've been predominantly a Horde player my whole life. But a lot of my favorite zones, like aesthetically, are Alliance zones. Elwyn Forest, Westfall, Red Ridge, Duskwood, places like Loch Modan. All rate really highly on the list of my favorite zones. When I think about Horde zones that I think fondly of, the Blood Elf starting areas, I enjoy very much. Eversong Woods. The Barrens I enjoy for a little bit, but the questing there gets really tedious. And I almost never finish questing in the Barrens. Usually we end up going somewhere else. Stone Talon, although Stone Talon is kind of a neutral zone. It's not really a Horde-only zone. We can go there on Alliance a little bit.
Greetings.
There are Red Ridge Knolls that close to Elwyn. They may be poised to advance into our homeland. Soon the people of Lakeshire may not be the only humans under siege. Here's your pay, though you bring us dire news. And it comes at a bad time, for we are ill-equipped to deal with it. Assessing the threat. We don't have men to spare, but something must be done about the gnolls you reported. Scout Southern Red Ridge for gnolls, harry them and kill those you can, and report back to me with a count of their numbers and an assessment of the threat they present. You may find gnolls camped along the southern road.
Light bless you.
Definitely grab the flight point.
Need help?
Blackrock Bounty. The Blackrock clan must be destroyed. The enemy has invaded our lands. These mountains fall under the sovereign right of the King of Stormwind. Our sources tell us that the leaders of each unit within the clan are known as champions. You'll find them in their encampment to the north, just west of the road to the Burning Steps.
Or the Alliance?
I think some of the stuff we're going to pick up here is going to be like a higher level. Yeah, Blackrock Bounty is going to be 25. The one that I need to get done right away is this necklace for Hillary, because that one's gonna go gray pretty quickly. Marshal Maris here has Blackrock Menace. The Blackrock Orcs have traveled from the Burning Steps and claimed Stonewatch Keep to the north. From there they maraud the areas north of Lakeshire and keep its citizens in town, penned in like cattle. Help rid Lakeshire of this menace, kill the Blackrock Orcs, and bring me 10 of their battle-worn axes as proof.
Be careful. Hello.
This is for the ink supplies. You need what? Maybe you haven't noticed, but we're pretty busy fortifying Lakeshire's defenses and repairing damage from the recent orc attacks. If you need Rethben iron ore, you'll have to get it yourself. Rethben ore is named after the man who first found it, Bart Rethben. When smelted, it's not as strong as iron, but its ore has a dark, flat color that some scribes use in their dyes. It can be found in the Rethben Caverns north of here. We usually have some in stock, but we're too busy preparing for orc attacks to gather any. And besides, Red Ridge Gnolls are now living in the Rethben Caverns, and their drudgers are gathering the ore themselves.
See you around.
I think we get other quests to go there and deal with the Gnolls. Lost tools. His tools got lost in the lake. We can find those as well. Werner Osgood has a fetch quest. He wants us to like run around, I think. Take Werner's note to Smith, Argus, and Goldshire. Yeah, he wants us to go around gathering some supplies, I believe. Let's come down here really quick. Yeah, see, I don't even see the exclamation point, which means it's going to be a lower level quest. But let's get it done. There is your necklace. Oh, we still got full quest experience for it, so we must have caught it just short of it going gray. I want to pick up everything here, but I'm actually kind of worried that we're not going to have room in the quest log. Let's turn our breadcrumb in. I believe he's upstairs.
What can I do for you?
Wiley the Black. So Stoutmantle sent you. Well, I owe him. What I'm about to tell you could cost me my life. The Defias gang is up to something big. Last I heard, they were working in conjunction with various gnolls, kobolds, and even goblins. Take this note to Stoutmantle. It explains as much as I know on the subject. How many pages? Only 2. Stoutmantle, the nerve sending a total stranger to discuss the Defias gang. Once you saved my life, and now you put it in great peril. But I owe you. The Defias Brotherhood is larger than you think. Every mine from Westfall to Elwyn Forest is under their control. Kobolds and gnolls have been enlisted to do their dirty work. They have goblins crafting metal monsters to place in Westfall fields to prey on the superstitions of the local residents. They have a vast underground network built, bigger than you know. From Booty Bay right to Stormwind Keep. You may be a brave paladin, but you are a fool if you think you can shut them down. They are working on a weapon of mass destruction. After all, if there's one thing stonemasons know, it's how to build big. You didn't think this was about pumpkin farms and vineyards, now did you? I repaid your favor, now leave me be. Alright, yeah, I think what we're going to do is I want to finish up in Westfall. Right, I don't want to get started here and have my quest log be completely full. I want to grab Red Ridge Goulash though, because I want to see... we should probably grab Dry Times. There's so many quests that like... Level 15, we're going to lose them. Yeah, I really don't want to be losing any quests. Was this a cooking quest? Is this actually in the inn here? We better just double check. Nope. Oh yeah, see, it's doing that thing again where we don't see it. A keg of Thunderbrew, Lager, Merlot, bottle of moonshine. This has us going basically all over the place for this one. I don't think I'm gonna do this one. Yeah. Don't think we're gonna do that one. What else? What else is level 15? Dry Times. And the free lunch.
You need something? See you later.
We might be back near him again, so I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna come over here and grab Red Ridge Goulash. Unwelcome guest we can grab later. Red Ridge Goulash is over here.
Can I help you? Have a good one.
Okay, so we need Great Goretusk Snouts. I was saving boar parts for a long time thinking that we would need some of them here, but we don't need anything that we have, so I can actually sell all that stuff, which is great. It's great to know that. Dry Times we're not doing. Selling fish and Murloc Poachers will do. Solomon's Law, Shadowhide Pendants. Let's grab this guy's quest. These are at level for us, and we're getting close to full on the quest log.
Safe travels. What can I do for you? Hello. Have a good one.
Alright, what we're going to do now is we're going to actually head back over to Westfall. I'm going to jump on a flight here. I want to turn this breadcrumb back in at Sentinel Hill, and then we have a few other things to take care of. We have a couple of Murloc quests that are ongoing that I want to wrap up in that area. They're at level with us, and we've already worked on the one kill quest quite a bit. It got interrupted when we went to do the Dead Mines dungeon, because I couldn't put the group off anymore and feel good about it, so... We will go finish that stuff up.
What can I do for you? Safe travels.
And then at some point we do need to do a little run back through here. We probably just run from Stormwind, do this, run back and fly. For the price of shoes here. We have an Aberdeen quest, Corruption Abroad. It's interesting. Oh, apparently we can get the Murloc fins from any Murlocs, even the guys down here. I wish I would have realized that, because I probably would have worked on this right down here. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. They wouldn't be at level to get kill experience from them, but apparently they can still drop the items that we need for a much higher level quest. I feel like Stoutmantle is going to give us a quest to go talk to somebody in Stormwind. Is it Matthias Shaw that he sends us to talk to? At some point he sends us to talk to Matthias. 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 It's Matthias, Robert. Good to see you back. What did Wily have to say for himself? Bah, I should have let that scoundrel rot when I had the chance, but this information is crucial. Good work. I wonder what Wily meant when he mentioned the stonemasons. Perhaps that was a slip of the tongue. Could the Defias gang be related to the stonemasons? Only one man would know for sure. Matthias Shaw, head of SI-7. Show him Wily's note and see if he has anything to add to this growing mystery.
Be careful.
Alright, we will do that at some point. But for now, we're gonna go up here. We need Murloc fins. Oh, the Murloc fins quest is the one we picked up in Red Ridge. Okay, we need the kill quest, but we might be able to get some fins from the guys down here. That could work out if we can start ticking away at that quest as well. Would be less Murlocs that we have to fight once we're properly engaged in Red Ridge. If we fight any of the... It was the Greater Gortus, so if we get snouts from these guys, these are the ones that we could have been saving for the Red Ridge quest, but we didn't fight a lot of Greater Gortusks. So, there's that. Alright, we're mainly looking for coast runners, so even though we can get these items for the Red Ridge quest from anybody, I am going to be mainly targeting coast runners. That being said, coast runners are running around, and there are other guys here running around, so we may end up fighting more than just a couple coast runners. He got out of range pretty easily. Let's go ahead and actually get some mana back here. I also need to make some conjured water, would be a great idea. You know, the tracker says they can drop these Murloc fins, but they sure have not been doing that, have they? Also, we have just run out of coast runners to fight. We only need one more, so maybe a respawn, maybe we'll find one a little bit further down here. It looks like we can find them for a little ways down the coast, and we're gonna have to run all the way down the coast anyway. So there's that. I'd love to see the quest item drop from the guys over here just as like proof of concept. The idea that you could come back over here and pair the Westfall quest up with a quest you have from Red Ridge is really cool. It just doesn't really seem to be happening in practice. Either way, this is going to be our last coast runner that we need right here. And we'll just worry about getting our fins when we're actually questing in Red Ridge. That is absolutely fine with me. Let's make our way back down the coast. We need to go back to the lighthouse to turn these in, and if we're lucky, we'll find old Murkai somewhere along the way. But we'll see how that works out. Oh, nice net, my friend. Nice net. It's too bad you did that right as you reset, though. Yep, could have worked out good for you as it was. Bad timing. I've still been really bad about giving people intellect buffs. I noticed we did get a fortitude buff from somebody somewhere, and I just wasn't paying attention. Just completely self-absorbed, which is pretty typical for me. And yeah, still getting used to the idea of having a buff that other people can use that I can cast on anybody, because after spending so much time on the warrior, on the shaman, on the rogue, I didn't have a button like that to spread around to people for their own benefits, so I'm just really not used to it. Ooh, this is quite a stretch of coastline, isn't it? Kinda forgot how long this run could be. Have a dead Draenei here, looks like maybe a warrior or a paladin. Didn't fare so well against the Murlocs here. Alright, starting just ahead of us, we're going to want to keep our eyes open for old Murkai. His path can lead him all the way up here. Though often he just kind of hangs out near the lighthouse. That's where I've seen him most of the time, is just kind of milling around right across the inlet from the lighthouse. But we'll keep our eyes open. Also check the bodies to make sure that he hasn't been defeated recently. Do a slash target. Nothing yet. There he is, right there ahead of us. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Now we just have to get in there and tag him with something. Should do it. He's a pretty beefy boy. He's level 20. And has a lot of HP. He dropped a Defender Cloak of Strength. 4 Strength. Level 15 Cape. That worked out really well. Yeah, now we get to turn both of these in, and that will be us being done here for now. We have our Hearthstone set in Stormwind, so we can hearth there. We can talk to Matthias, or Matthias, however you prefer. I don't know if he's going to have a follow-up. Let's see. You have a knack for combat. Thanks to you, the coast of Westfall is a safer place. Have you laid waste to the coastal menace known as Murkai? We have. What does he have for this? We can get a crappy wand. Take it and we'll sell it. And yeah, that's everything he's got. That gets us to level 22, which is great. We have this cloak, or this chest piece waiting for us, rather. 8 intellect and 5 spirit, better than the 6 int we have currently. We've crafted this with our tailoring, so we'll go ahead and wear that proudly. It looks really cool. I like the detail work in it. And with that, we're going to hearth back to Stormwind. Do I have greens that need to be put up on the auction house? Probably. Soulbound, bind when equip. I guess I don't have very many. I will pop in and I will put this cloak up on the auction house. Everything else we have looks to be soulbound. Some auctions up here for my shoulders. Nobody wants these. I guess they're not quite worth 40 silver. I'll probably put them back up for like 20 or 15 once they come down. Nope, that's not what we want. So that's 4 strength. Let's go ahead and make that 20 silvers should be good. And now we're headed over into Old Town. What is this about?
Help?
Bitterness flows through my veins like a cold river. My grandson, Mac, was such a good boy. A mere 14 years old. When the army was sent off to the front, Mac took up arms to defend the city. He was a guard in the Stockade where the Defias gang is locked up. Mac reprimanded some of the prisoners for tearing their wool blankets to make scarves, a symbol of their gang. For that, Mac was stabbed in the back. I want revenge. Bring me 10 of their precious wool bandanas. They are the color of blood.
Be careful.
Oh, just a casual Stockades quest that I've never done before. That's awesome. That's why I love Questie, because it shows us where to pick up quest. Which otherwise I would often miss. Oh, we have a quest over here too for crystallized scales. Maybe something in Nomergon? We're gonna have to head over there anyway for mage training, so we'll check it out. Yep, clipping on the stair rail. Perfect, perfect. He is up here, right? I think so. There's the old boy. Young old boy.
What can I do for you?
What business do you have with me? I am a very busy man. Oh, we just blinked through you. No big deal, though. Just ignore us. We hit R for no reason sometimes. This matter might be more complex than Stoutmantle realizes. The Stonemasons Guild was run by a man named Edwin Van Cleef. Van Cleef was responsible for building Stormwind after the Orcs razed it in the First War. Apparently, Van Cleef and his men were unhappy with their treatment by the king after the reconstruction was complete. That just might explain a thing or two. I have written a more detailed account for your master in Westfall. Take this to him at once. I think it was the nobles that screwed the Masons out of their pay, not necessarily just the king. Although I also know that during a riot, the queen was killed accidentally by like a rock somebody threw or something, right? Anduin's mom. How are you getting out of here, Robert? This way. Alright, so let's head over to the Mage District. We need to do our training, and we're going to pick up the retrieval for Morin. We do have a talent point here. There's so many good talents that I want. It's like getting really hard to choose where to go. I think like getting the flat increase to damage, I can't pass that up. I have to put all the points into this right now. How am I getting up there? I guess I need to go this way. You know, it's called a ramp.
You need something?
Travelers keep asking me about the Stone Talon Mountains. It seems to be a popular place for adventure. It doesn't matter if you're seeking wyvern, elementals, or you have business with a venture company. Within the Charred Vale, deep in Stone Talon, there used to be a species of basilisk whose scales, when ground to dust, made a wonderful reagent. If this were a slightly better wand, I might go after it. I don't know about going over into Kalimdor. We don't have any flight points there. We could get over into Darkshore probably, and then we'd have to make a big run, right? That being said, I mean, at some point in time, we're probably gonna have to head to Kalimdor and get some flight points. I just really don't know when a good jumping in point would be. You know, Theramore. Duskwood would probably be a good starting point whenever we can do the quest starting out of Theramore. I know in TBC they added a lot of questing to the zone for the Horde. I kind of have to feel like they've done similar things for the Alliance. Every time I tried to quest there in Vanilla and in Season of Mastery, I was always surprised by how few quests were there, but I guess a lot of the quests got added in Burning Crusade when they reworked the zone a little bit.
Well met.
Mage training. We got Arcane Explosion rank 2, another rank of Conjure Food, another rank of Fire Blast. We got Scorch, which is fine. Frost Ward.
See you around.
Let's see. Conjure Food. We'll take that. Do that. We do need to make some, food and water here. Oh good, we're making more than 2 at a time now for the Conjured Purified Water. That's nice of it. To actually make more than 2 at once. Scorch I don't really think we're going to use. Frost Armor, rank 3 we already had out. Frost Ward. Yeah, my bars are already getting kind of cluttered. Let's move this stuff down. Maybe put some of our wards over here. Something like this. Alright, yeah, that's a little better. That will do for now. Am I happy with where my talents are at? I think so. I guess I probably regret this, if anything. But then I would have just put it here. Yeah, I mean at some point we're going to respec, so I'm going to let it ride for now. And at some point we'll do a respec and we'll decide what we actually want to do for our build. For now we'll just keep plugging points in. And maybe around level 30 we'll think about a respec. Alright, the next thing we want to do, I believe, is to fly back over to Westfall. Right? Yes.
light be with you. For the Alliance.
I hope you guys don't mind like seeing more of the travel, seeing more of the towns, and being in the city more often. I hope you guys can find like some enjoyment of that, because for me personally, I feel like I get more accomplished in a day when I don't have to worry about doing those kinds of things off recording. When I can just get into a good flow and keep playing, that makes me feel a lot more immersed. It makes me feel a lot more accomplished in a day. It makes me feel like a bigger sense of progression for the character, which gets me more invested in the character. Whereas if I'm trying to like chop out all of the travel and chop out all the stuff that goes on in the cities, not only does that make it a little bit broken up for me and my gameplay experience, I feel like you guys miss stuff as well. Often you'll miss the things that I turn into NPCs in the city, and honestly some of that is the coolest story stuff in the game. When you're getting quests from the NPCs in Stormwind, talking to Matthias, things like that. I feel like those are like really key moments, and sometimes some of the better writing in the game too, and a lot of times I've had a habit of cutting that stuff out. Just kind of arbitrarily thinking that, you know, maybe people find it boring to be running around in Stormwind doing stuff, but it's such a big part of the game and the ambience of the game that I'm kind of happy that I've been leaving it, and it's helped me get into the character a lot more. I'll say that. And just having more of that sense of continuity, I hope, helps you guys as well.
King's honor, friend.
Did Master Shaw shed any light on things? Edwin Van Cleef. I know the name well. To think that a man so industrious and talented could turn into such a scoundrel unnerves me. I'll need further proof before I believe this. We need to discover the location of the Defias hideout. My scout reports that a Defias messenger has been seen on the roads between Moonbrook and the Gold Coast Quarry. I want you to capture him. If he resists, kill him and bring me whatever he is carrying. So this is the Defias messenger. Maybe we should, maybe we should be looking to General to help us with that. This is the quest I was talking about previously that is kind of tough. Because yeah, as you can see, that NPC has quite a range he can go. I think what people often do is you just kind of camp his spawn points. Just killed him in Moonbrook. Right on, thanks. So we'll head down there. We'll head down to his spawn point. And we'll see. Sometimes you'll see people gathered around. And if we see anybody kind of parked on the spawn point, we will try to get them into a group with us. So that we can all get the quest done. Alright, this should work. It just is going to be a matter of time. I don't see the body anymore, so I'm thinking we shouldn't have to wait too long for this to happen. What I am going to do is I will cut this part out. I don't think that seeing us kind of sitting here waiting really serves much of a purpose. You guys can look at the timestamp. You'll be able to see exactly how long we do wait here for this. So I'll cut back in once we get him. And yeah, we got him. There we go. Very, very cool. Didn't take long at all. I actually tabbed out for a second, and when I tabbed back in, they had already taken him out. I think the next part is like an escort of some kind. So maybe we stay in this group and see how that goes. I think the last time I did this one, I left the group as soon as we got the item, and then didn't have a group to do the escort. So it would be nice to get this completely done. That way we could do Deadmines one more time and hopefully have completed all the quests there. I still have to get one more punch card, which I might just have to do on my own, like after a run ends. I might have to go out and get one more card. We couldn't quite get it, and then we were kind of waiting for respawns, but didn't get enough respawns to get it last time I was in there. So there's the trader right there.
Greetings.
Where did you gather the information? Did you locate the messenger?
For the Alliance.
Okay. Let's wait for our buddy to turn this one in. And then we are going to take this. Stalmetal sends a scrawny human like you to protect me? Guess you'll have to do. Bring some friends too. Okay, I hope that he was able to start that. Looks like he was. I'll take you to the Defias hideout, but you better protect me or I'm as good as dead. Okay. Yeah, this is the one that was like always really hard to do because once you start him, he's not standing back there. So if another player or another group goes and they want to do this, they actually have to wait until we've finished with it. So yeah, I hope having two of us is enough. A level 17 paladin. We should be good. This guy runs, I think, maybe a little bit slower than we do. Yeah, he runs like slightly slower than player speed, which is always fun. Do a little bit of strafing to let him catch up. The other person we have in the group, they said they'd already done this quest. They were sticking around to help us tag him. I'm not sure why they didn't leave the group after we got him, but so we're not excluding them by not waiting. They are literally already done with this quest. Yeah, I wouldn't get too far ahead of this guy, man. I don't know how far you can get ahead of him and still be actively doing the quest. At least the guy runs, right? It could be worse. He could be walking the whole way. At least he's getting his cardio in. I kind of expected him to get jumped a few more times. Here he goes. The entrance is hidden in Moonbrook. Keep your eyes peeled for thieves. They want me dead. I am sure they do. We're probably not too particularly fond of you being alive ourselves. Oh, there's the messenger. Look at that. We are not going to mess with the messenger. I don't want to screw that up for anybody. Throw that out into general for anybody who might need the messenger. Kind of wish they would set things up in a way that you had to do these quests before you could get into Deadmines. It's a little bit weird, you know, people are acting surprised about Van Cleef. Stoutmantle wants us to get proof, but we've already been into the dungeon and killed Van Cleef, so we would just be able to tell him, like, hey dude, it's real, he was in there, he's dead, we took care of it. But if you had to do this kind of quest first to get attuned for it, or something like that, then the narrative would flow a lot better. How far in do we have to escort him? Man, he must go all the way in here, huh? Oh, here we go. Perfect. Can tell Stoutmantle this is where the Defias gang is holed up. Perfect. I don't think that there's anything else we need a group for, but I am gonna wait because I'm not totally sure. I'm pretty sure that if anything, we get another quest to go into the Deadmines dungeon and maybe to take out Van Cleef. Most excellent, Van Cleef is as good as ours now that we know where he's hiding. There's but one task left for you to complete. Edwin Van Cleef must be assassinated. While it saddens me to condemn any man to a death sentence, it is for the greater good of the people of Westfall that Van Cleef is laid to rest once and for all. Oh, dang, that is an amazing staff. Holy cow. Bring me the villain's head once the... Oh, yeah. Oh, we're definitely doing that again. 5 int 11 spirit. Staff of Westfall. Oh man, it looks amazing. That's a really cool looking staff for a level 20 staff. Alright. Now we're talking. Yeah, we're going to be doing that soon. What's going on up here? Apparently there's a quest up here. I don't think I've ever done this one.
Light be with you.
Red silk bandanas. It's no secret that the trademark of the Defias Gang is their red bandanas. But we've learned that the material from which these bandanas are made signifies members' ranks. That being said, I want you to eliminate as many high-ranking Defias members as you can. The highest-ranking members will undoubtedly be found in Van Cleef's secret hideout. When you're done, bring me 10 red silk bandanas as proof of their deaths, and I will reward you. Alright, another quest.
Safe travels.
Wow, okay, that's pretty great. So, a few things going on in there. And yeah, I guess we know what we're going to be doing next time, guys. I am going to take a break here. We are going to run Dead Mines one more time. I'm hoping we can do a successful run, get everything cleared, and get our last punch card from outside of the instance. And then that'll be the last time that we will be doing Dead Mines, I think. We are at a point where we could do Stockades, and a couple of levels after that, we should be able to go into Nomergon. So yeah, this is great. I'm having a really good time on this character. I love trying to complete these zones like to some kind of fullness, and getting all the quests done has been pretty rewarding here in Westfall. So yeah, I'm curious to know how you guys feel about it. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we'll see you back here again sometime soon. Bye now.